Sophie Sierra responds to Rob Warne's appearance on 90 Day Hunt for Love, why she's still speaking out, and what it might mean for her healing process. Sophie Sierra has once again found herself in the spotlight after her reaction to Rob Warne's recent appearance on 90 Day Hunt for Love, a spin-off of the hit reality series 90 Day Fiancé. Despite the ups and downs that characterize their relationship, Sophie and Rob tied the knot in 2023, only to part ways in the following year. Now that Rob is seeking love again on television, Sophie's response has raised eyebrows and prompted speculation about her current emotional state. A look back at Sophie and Rob's relationship journey. The relationship between Sophie and Rob captured audience attention when they first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé. While their love story began with promise, it quickly turned complicated due to trust issues and emotional disconnects. Despite their challenges, Sophie decided to give the relationship a chance. She overlooked past issues in the hope that Rob would grow and evolve with time. However, their efforts at building a lasting marriage didn't yield the desired results. In late 2024, Sophie participated in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, a show designed to help couples in crisis. During her appearance, she revealed that the relationship had not improved significantly and that she no longer felt she and Rob were aligned in their goals or values. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to walk away from the marriage. After their separation, Rob joined the cast of 90 Day Hunt for Love, a series that follows former cast members as they search for new romantic connections. While Rob appears ready to start fresh, Sophie is still navigating the emotional aftermath of their breakup. Sophie reacts to Rob's TV comeback. In a recent Instagram story, Sophie shared a clip of Rob's debut on Hunt for Love. Alongside the video, she included a caption that sparked conversation among fans. Her tone suggested lingering frustration, and though brief, her remark reignited interest in their former relationship. Popular reality TV blogger at The Reality Mess reposted Sophie's story, and it drew mixed responses from fans. Some followers expressed support, while others encouraged Sophie to move on. A few suggested that focusing on the past might hold her back from fully embracing new opportunities. What her reaction could mean? Sophie's decision to post about Rob may indicate that she still has unresolved emotions. Even though their relationship has officially ended, breakups often leave behind feelings that take time to process. By commenting on Rob's return to reality TV, Sophie might be expressing lingering disappointment or reflecting on what went wrong. It's not the first time Sophie has publicly addressed her former partner. Since their split, she has occasionally shared cryptic posts that hint at emotional strain and unhealed wounds. A recent message implied that some relationships leave lasting impressions, even when one party seems to have moved on. These remarks suggest that Sophie is still processing the end of her marriage and perhaps feeling surprised by how quickly Rob transitioned into a new phase of his life. Rather than indicating hostility, Sophie's comments may be her way of releasing emotions that haven't been fully addressed. Her reflections might also be intended to caution others about rushing into relationships without adequate communication or mutual respect. Rob's new chapter on Hunt for Love. While Sophie reflects on the past, Rob appears to be focused on the future. His decision to join 90 Day Hunt for Love highlights his interest in forming new connections and finding a partner who aligns with his current goals. Throughout the series, Rob has expressed a desire to turn over a new leaf and learn from past experiences. However, his return to television so soon after the split might feel abrupt to viewers who followed his previous relationship. The contrast between Rob's apparent readiness to move on and Sophie's more introspective response underscores how differently individuals handle relationship transitions. Sophie's healing journey. Sophie's reaction may be rooted in a desire for closure. After investing time and effort into her marriage, she may have hoped for a more mutual process of healing and growth. Instead, she finds herself watching her ex-husband begin anew on a public platform, which can stir a range of emotions, from sadness to frustration. Still, it's important to recognize that Sophie is doing what many people do after a breakup: processing, sharing, and rebuilding. While her posts may come off as pointed or emotional, they reflect an ongoing journey of self-reflection. As a young entrepreneur, Sophie has already made strides outside of her television appearances. She's launched a successful brand of waist trainers and fitness products, showing resilience and ambition. If she channels her energy into expanding her business, exploring personal growth, and building meaningful relationships, she can continue to thrive. The online reaction, support, and criticism. Social media reactions to Sophie's post were mixed. While some followers sympathized with her perspective, others encouraged her to move forward. A few comments questioned the need to revisit old wounds, while others suggested she had every right to express her thoughts after such a public breakup. The varied responses highlight how public figures often face criticism for expressing emotions that are entirely human. In Sophie's case, her vulnerability might resonate with others who've experienced similar challenges after a breakup. However, it also serves as a reminder that moving on isn't always a straight path. Emotional healing takes time, and public reminders of past relationships, especially on reality TV, can make it more difficult to fully let go. Finding closure in her own way. While Rob pursues romance in front of the cameras, Sophie may benefit from seeking closure on her own terms. That could involve stepping back from social media commentary, spending time with loved ones, or exploring personal passions. Sophie's decision to share her feelings about Rob's TV appearance suggests she is still figuring out how to navigate post-breakup life. It's not unusual for someone to feel conflicted when watching a former partner move on, especially in such a public format. Her experience might inspire others to be honest about their own emotions, even when those feelings are difficult to express. A path forward for Sophie. Moving forward, Sophie has plenty of reasons to feel hopeful. Her entrepreneurial ventures show promise, and her presence on reality TV has given her a platform that she can use to inspire others. By focusing on her business goals and nurturing her personal well-being, she can create a future that's even more fulfilling. There's also room for new relationships if and when she feels ready. Whether or not she chooses to date again soon, prioritizing self-care, spending time with positive influences, and staying away from triggering content like Hunt for Love might help her move on from the emotional toll of her previous marriage. Ultimately, Sophie's journey, like so many others, is filled with ups and downs. What matters most is how she chooses to grow from the experience. Her reaction to Rob's appearance may be part of a broader healing process, and with time, she can find peace and happiness beyond the past. Final thoughts. Sophie Sierra's reaction to Rob Warne's return to reality TV has sparked conversation about healing, closure, and emotional recovery after a breakup. While some may view her comments as dwelling on the past, they also serve as a reminder that healing isn't linear, and that sharing one's truth can be an important step in moving forward. As she continues her personal and professional journey, Sophie has the opportunity to reshape her narrative on her own terms. With resilience and purpose, she can rise above the past and create a future that's grounded in growth, independence, and new beginnings.